Hi guys, how are you? Good evening. I'm so sorry I'm late for these last two words. I had a very busy day today, okay? So this word is a very specific word for someone and you may not even get the word until tomorrow. So the other day I posted a video pertaining to narcissistic mothers and the signs of how you know you're dealing with a narcissistic mother. And I also talked about that it's not only mothers can be this way. There can be narcissistic sons, narcissistic daughters, there can be narcissistic fathers. But in this particular case, the Lord showed me something in the spirit, and I'm going to explain exactly what happened. Okay. So you may be the father of this child that's watching this, or you may be the child that's watching this, but the Lord showed me somebody who was not honoring their parent. All right. Now, I tell you guys all the time, honoring your parent is very important. And not everybody has a loving mother or father, right? That's why I always say we should respect everyone's life and what they're going through, right? Because there's a lot of people that will hear my story, someone else's story pertaining to how we grew up and the abuse we've endured, and they would completely disregard that because they grew up in a healthy home, right? And then there's some people, they grew up in a healthy home, and those who didn't may disregard the fact that they grew up in a healthy home. So it's very important to just have respect for everyone's testimony because everyone's life is not the same. Everyone's trials and tribulations are different, okay? In this case, the Lord showed me a female that was very disrespectful to her father, okay? The Lord showed me a female that was sitting in the car with her dad, okay? Her dad was very nice to her. He wasn't abusive, he wasn't toxic, he wasn't mean. He was really respectful to his daughter, right? And this daughter, she was very mean to her dad. Like, she had this really aggressive tone. She was very stubborn. She was just very mean. And then I saw that the daughter pushed the father out of the driver's seat and took over the car. Although I don't know if this happened really in the physical, I know for a fact the Lord showed me that because he was highlighting that this man's daughter was very disrespectful and she did not honor him as a father. In this case, the child was being very disrespectful. The child was being aggressive to their parents, and because of that there is judgment upon this child. So this is a confirmation that if you are the child watching this, then you have to get it together. Like, you have to really repent for the way you're treating your father, okay? If you're the father watching this is confirmation that God is going to take care of the matter for you. I tell you guys all the time, there's mothers out there who are toxic and you have to go no contact. There's fathers out there who are toxic, but there's also children out there who are very toxic, and some parents have to go no contact. I always see things floating around online where people are very quick to cut off their parents, and cutting off their parents for the most simplest things. You know what I mean? And of course, I'm not gonna judge anybody's situation because I go through a lot as well, but I just want to remind you guys the importance of honoring your parents. And I also want to remind you guys that not every situation requires you to go no contact. No contact is literally the last resort. No matter what you do, no matter what you say, no matter what happens, the person is not changing and they're continuously hurting you, putting you in harm's way, coming in between God's purpose for your life. That is a difference, okay? So anyways, take this word back to God, whoever this is for, and this is just confirmation that God is going to handle the situation pertaining to this young lady and her father, okay? I love you guys. Talk to you later. Bye.